All right, welcome back, world, to another episode of the Hollywood Kickbacks podcast, the number one Manchester City podcast on Instagram. I'm your co-host, Alex Milich, and join with me, as always, is Will Lopez. Will, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. We had a beautiful result today, and what can we say, man? The Champions League is back.
Yeah, Champions League is back. Manchester City are 9 games undefeated, which is the longest run by a Premier League club right now in the Champions League.
Nice.
I would say you would call it a Pyrrhic victory, meaning that there were some losses along the way, considering the fact that we got a lot of injuries sustained from this match.
Oh yeah.
Copenhagen were definitely shit housing, playing very scrappy, injuring our players. Yeah, we can just get right into it. Will, what were your thoughts on this match?
Well, you said it best, man. This was a scrappy ass game, and we could say that the scrappiness came from only one side, and that's Copenhagen. Man, these guys were knocking us down, brother, knocking us down, and we ended up losing Grealish in the first half. It was like you said, it was just shithousery. But I mean, there's a lot that I can say about this game, but I want to know what you think.
Yeah, so I was watching this game in class.
Nice.
I appreciate you for holding down the live stream
Yes.
today. Just knowing the live stream today, we had about on average, we had about 8 or 9 people on the stream at any given time.
Oh yeah.
Because in the time in the past, it's typically like 1 or 2 people that jump on, and there might be like no one on the live. But
Yeah.
this time around, it seemed like we had a lot of people on the live, and that was all thanks to Seattle City Blues. They had a few of their members who were live watching the game and live streaming you from where they were watching the game. So shout out to Mark Falconer and the good people at Seattle City Blues for tuning in and watching the match, and everyone else that joined in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
me watching the match, I was always missing when they scored a goal. Like I would be like a second off. Like I would go do something, come back, and then the celebration would be happening. And I was just right, always missing the goal. Um, I think the first half, um, you love to see KDB open scoring pretty early in the 10th minute.
Oh yeah.
Then Ederson had his biannual brain fart.
Oh
That
yeah.
was such a goalie mistake. You know what I'm saying? Not clearing the
Yeah.
ball, and then they just put it right through. It's just that was just a absolute shot into the net. You know what I mean? Nothing Ederson could have done, but I mean that his mistake was what contributed to that goal.
Yep.
And you're just glad that you went to the half, but with that Bernardo goal, going up 2-1, and it feels like in the second half they kind of took the win out of us. They slowed down our momentum and they were kind of getting towards us, but then fortunately Foden was able to get one back late. And so we're able to this match on paper was a great match, 3-1, a 3-1 Hollywood kickback safe bet
Yep.
victory, you know what I'm saying? But the injuries, that are involved with this now, also just how that second half went kind of leaves a little bad taste in your mouth. And but you know what? We're going to the Etihad with a 3-1 on margin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're still going to move through Copenhagen like butter. But the thing is that we had gone to this point with injuries. You know what I mean? Like we just thought we turned the corner on injuries, and now we got to wait another 2 weeks to get another like 3 or 4 of our players back. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So it's just another frustrating obstacle, but I don't think it's unto death, to borrow a Kierkegaard phrase, Danish philosopher. It's not
Hmm.
unto death. We're gonna get another 2 weeks. I honestly don't think a lot of the injuries are super serious. Jack Grealish is yet to be seen. Guardiola is saying that it's a muscular injury, but it's an unknown kind. What's it? Gavardiol has an ankle ligament injury, which I'm thinking he might have twisted his ankle, two to
Yeah.
3 weeks maybe. And then Bernardo had a knock to his ankle. And when you say knock, it doesn't sound all that serious. You know what I mean? Like players get knocks all the time during games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not fretting that injury. Gavardiol will be interesting to see if how long that lasts. But obviously, we have the depth to handle this crisis, right? Like we can obviously play Ake on the left side, which is my preferred left back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, Grealish, obviously, we could play different people in that position. We have Doku that will probably play. And my guess is he's probably going to play this next game against Chelsea on the left hand side. We can also play Foden on the left hand side. And then Bernardo. I mean, like obviously we could move Foden there. We can bring back Sergio Gomez because he also does play left wing.
That's right.
Can play in the attack as well. Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily think this is a huge crisis, but it is just shitty in the fact that we've been waiting so long to have a fully fit squad, and now we have to wait another 2 weeks to see what these injuries amount to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst time to get these kind of injuries, especially when we just started all the tournaments up again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, like, I didn't necessarily think Copenhagen would play like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we played them in the past in the Champions League, like, we played them in the group stage last year, and they didn't give that impression to me that they were that kinda team. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
they're a good team, that they're number 1 in the division to go to the Champions League, you know what I'm saying? But, they're not quite at our level, or at the elite level, but, like, I'm sure their game plan was to do the shit housing, to hack at us, hack at our legs and ankles, try to get us injured, and try to keep a manageable score, maybe a draw, so that they could have some kind of shot at this. But, now the game ends 3-1 and it's going back to the Etihad. And like, I think even in terms of Manchester City, like, I'm not sure how you feel about this now, but I feel like ever since we've won, now that we have a title under our belt and the way that we play as a squad, I don't necessarily think we have to fret these kinds of games anymore. Like a while back, let's say back in, like, from 2018 to 2021,
Yeah.
that, like, we would have to win games on our terms or else we would lose, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But now that we have so many different ways that we play, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to I don't think that, like, even if we were to say to draw or even lose this game at Copenhagen, we could take it back to the Etihad and find a way to win. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So, like, this is this Champions League season definitely has a different vibe, and I'm just saying I'm not panicked.
Yeah, I mean it's good. We at least this leaves for the next match. I mean, with the knocks that we have and everything, we could use the B team for the next game. And but Copenhagen, they were just keeping up, bro. They were
Yeah.
just keeping up, and it's like, okay, maybe we might have to start the starting 11 again, or just have a nice little 11 to play and keep it at that. Because if it's like this, imagine what the next game is going to be like, you know?
Yeah. Um, so the man of the match, I believe, was Kevin De Bruyne. Uh,
Kevin De Bruyne.
what are your thoughts on that?
Beautiful, man. He's keeping up. Consistency is a beautiful thing, and I love it. And especially coming from Kevin De Bruyne and our guy Phil Foden.
Yeah. I would just say that each of those goal contributions were beautiful. You know what I'm saying? KDB, that's his first Champions League goal. Um, Bernardo, the magician, he always comes up big in Champions League games.
Yeah,
And there's a history with that. The performance that always stands up in my mind regarding Bernardo was the 2 seasons ago. It was Sporting Lisbon where he tore it up, and then last year he made a lot of contributions in the Bayern in the quarterfinal against Bayern and the semifinal against Real Madrid. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
he always clutches up, kind of like how Riyad Mahrez would do for us in the Champions League. And then Foden, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't have asked for a better player to get one back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To get one goal back and send it to the Etihad with a pretty good lead. You know what I'm saying? So, man of the match. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, KDB getting his first goal definitely would probably take the cake. Foden, I could easily was in that conversation. And you just love to see it, man. So, what are your takeaways following this match? How is this second leg shaping up to be?
man. I mean, Doku's a good player, but he's still doing these goddamn moves where I'm like, oh god, and he makes me miss Jack Grealish so much. Because he's being more of an individual than a team player. But I mean, that is Doku, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We need it to work all the time. You know what I mean? So I hate to say it that I feel like when it comes to playmaking, Oscar Bob might be my guy to go to before Doku. because basketball falls into the system, into the city system, and it's like we yet to see that come from Jeremy Doku, dude. But I mean, we're gonna have to settle for that with Jack Grealish being injured. But yeah, man, it's just have we played so long without Haaland that we just don't concentrate on him anymore?
I think you can make an argument that without Haaland, we really don't miss him. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah,
like, having a Haaland
yeah,
out necessarily isn't going to ruin our season, you know what I mean? Like, it's great when he's there,
yeah,
but, like, if he's out, I mean, we've griped and complained about the season and the obstacles that we've faced as a, as a team this season, but really we've been staying with it, you know what I mean? We're not we're never in a position where the Premier League was completely out of hand, you know what I mean, or slipping away from us. Like we're never in like a critical position. Like we were still like we were like kind of thinking that we were in the trenches when we were in third or fourth place. You know what I'm saying? Like we were, but really that's not a bad
yeah,
position. We're in the top four still. You know what I mean? Champions League, we haven't really things have gone off without a hitch. We moved through the group stage. We clinched pretty early, and then this match, you know what I mean? Like we're expected to move through Copenhagen, like butter, as I keep on saying, and like we've just learned to cope without Haaland, you know what I mean? And to be honest, Haaland is not necessarily one of the key things. Like, for instance, we all know if we don't have Rodri, we lose. You know what I mean? Like, that's a player who, if we
yeah.
don't have, that's like that's the critical component is Rodri. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We've even existed without KDB for a long time. You know what I mean? But look at how we are now. We're just improved. And same thing with Haaland. With Haaland, we are improved. You know what I mean? Like, when there's a ball into the box, you know what I mean? I would want Haaland's foot to be there just to poke it in, you know what I mean? Or to get that
Yeah,
goal where KDB puts it on a pillow like it did against Everton, and you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
have Haaland just like muscle through defenders and put it right back in the net. You know what I'm saying? But like the thing is that we have other options and we have different playing styles that we can cope with that. But I think you bring up a good point that I never really considered. Like, should we start Doku in lieu of the absence of Grealish? I am inclined to agree with you. I think should consider other options besides Doku. I think Foden, as I said earlier in this podcast, that we could start on the left. We could look at
yep,
Oscar Bob. We could look at Rico Lewis. We could look at Sergio Gomez. We could look at Alvarez. You know what I mean? Like we can look at so many different players.
yeah,
I just think Doku still has a lot to learn. And I said this on this podcast previously, where Doku needs to learn how to play like Grealish. But honestly, if he was starting to play like Grealish, I'd rather just have Grealish in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, me too.
why get the copy when you can have the original? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like I think Grealish, Doku can learn a lot from Grealish, and he could fit into the squad similarly to Grealish. But like I think with the way Doku is on the ball, I think he still remains a second half sub. Like in like the 75th minute, we could sub on Doku. You know what I'm saying? But like
yeah,
I
yeah,
think Pep should really do other things with you know what I'm saying? They should really yeah, he should look at other options and other iterations to, cope with maybe Grealish being out for
yeah,
however long, a month, maybe. If it's a muscular injury, I'm assuming it's probably gonna be anywhere from a month to 2 months. So, but that says maybe. Who knows? It could have just been a knock, like we were. This is the same thing. Ederson, we thought it was a muscular thing, but it turns out it was just he got a whole puncture in his skin. You know what I mean? From a cleat.
oh yeah,
So we don't know. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So maybe we should put off the speculation for now. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Despite the shithousery, despite whatever Copenhagen was trying to do, we got the 3-1, and we take it back to the Etihad, Fortress Etihad, and where we'll get it done. You know what I mean? And then we'll move on to the knockout
yep.
round, to the quarterfinal, and see what lays there. But I wasn't watching any of the other Champions League games. Were you?
No, Real Madrid played today against Leipzig, and it just ended in a 1-0. So, not that much of a big deal or any highlights to be noted of on that
Putting,
game.
I'm just actually pulling up the games. Who played today? Oh yeah, so I thought more games were being played. No, I guess not.
There was only two
Only
matches
two
today.
matches, and yeah, Real Madrid. beat Leipzig 1-0. Then PSG plays Sociedad tomorrow, and Lazio plays Bayern. Who do you got in those matches?
Uh, I got Bayern and I got PSG.
Really? I got Sociedad over PSG, and then I got Bayern over
Whoa.
Lazio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I have a. I still have a parlay alive, so I'm hoping that it goes the way that I think it is.
Yeah. Remind me, what's Mbappe scores a goal tomorrow? Is that one of your parlay?
Yeah. I needed Phil Foden to score, which came clutch at the last
Yeah.
minutes. And I needed Real Madrid to win. So tomorrow I need Bayern and I need a Kylian Mbappe goal.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see
And
how
that was
that
an
goes.
episode of Bill's Bets. But
You got it.
your parlay fell through with this game, right? You had a Haaland brace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I needed two Haaland goals, and I needed God damn it, dude! I needed freaking Ruben Diaz to just do under 100 passes, and the guy was doing work, dude. He was the player with the most passes out of the whole squad.
Damn.
He surpassed 100 passes. I was like, fuck, dude, I did not expect that. So yeah, that parlay went down the shitter. But now that we have a Discord, I think I want to start doing that a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I mean, that's probably a place. So you can follow us on our Discord at Hollywood Kickbacks or Hollywood Kickbacks Discord. It's a good place to chat during live games, and you know what I mean, and just general team talk, and it gets pretty lit from time to time. We got some other
Yeah.
podcasts in there right now, but we're welcome to have our fans in this chat, you know what I mean? Build this Hollywood
Yes.
Kitbacks community, the community of Kitbacks diehards, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we'll be putting that up in our story here shortly. We will be hyping the YouTube stream. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I want to also cover the go back to Saturday, the Manchester City versus Everton match at home. Talk a little bit about
That's
that.
right.
Will, were you watching that match?
I got to see the highlights. I tried to stay up for that game, but I kept
Oh
passing
yeah, it was a
back out.
4:30 game. Yeah, I saw the highlights.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but for just to jog your memory, quiet first half, and then Haaland brace in the second half, which you predicted.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir, man. We needed that.
for real, for real. So what are your thoughts on the match? Well,
uh, Halan, man, just and I noticed one thing about the Everton game compared to today, that Halan was getting more involved in the play. He kept coming back into the middle of the field and starting the play with whoever had the ball. And in this case today, it's like he was just waiting for some kind of through pass, some kind of perfect pass. He was not getting involved in the play. Like it was just a whole different Halan that we got today than from Saturday. And man, he fought for those goals,
yeah,
dude. You know, it was a quick draw for Ake to heel the ball towards him, and then him getting in the first time, and then the second goal with Kevin De Bruyne with the little soft through pass. But man, he shook off that defender and then just finished it in a classic Erling Haaland way. You know what I mean? So it was cool, man. I'm glad that it's been, what do they say? It's been 70 days since he had his last goal.
yeah. So,
Yeah, it's about time,
yeah,
you know?
and you also love to see KDB assisting Haaland once again. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But definitely a quiet first half. Frustrating first 60 minutes of this game. Just not a lot going on the ball. You know what I mean? Shooting, but not really hitting our target. You know what I'm saying? I think they
Yeah.
restricted us to like one shot on target for this whole entire game, for that whole entire first
Yeah.
half. And then I think the rhythm that we've been going with is like typically a very quiet first half, or we let them get one goal, and then we go into the second half. Pep says whatever halftime speech he needs to say to this team, and then we go out and then we just
Yeah.
kick their ass. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of like how it's been going. Like we want them to score first, and then that gives us a fire up our ass to come out in the second half and do the business. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Second half
and
City.
second half city. Gotta make a T-shirt of that. I'm going to make a T-shirt of that. So the next
Yeah.
T-shirt is second half city. Um, But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a crucial 3 points. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those matches you just want to be done with, get over with. We got the 3 points, moving on. You know what I'm saying? Um, Everton are just are an absolute siege mentality, and like I can respect their football. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit housery, 10 man behind the ball, do what you can to fuck with the other team. You know what I'm saying? Like I can respect that, but there's no match for what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very confident in the team's performance right now, despite these injuries that will continue going on a run in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and that we're built for it. You know what I'm saying? In this team, like whatever they could have done to try to stop that, they really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And having KDB back is all we're all just it's gonna put us over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like just that
Yeah,
once again that pillow pass right through KDB with that preternatural ability to just find a spot, find that the, just like telepathically communicate with a player that I'm going to put it over here. You're going to make the run that way. And he just kicks the ball and the player just senses it, finds it, boom, score. You know what I'm saying? You see it with the Alvarez goal,
yeah.
and then you see it with the Holland goal with his most recent goal contributions. So who would be your man of the match for this? Obviously would be
I mean,
Holland.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here in the Premier League, Will?
This Saturday we have Chelsea at 9:30 at the Etihad this Saturday, man. I'm excited because we get to hang out.
Once again.
Yes, the live streams. Yeah, you know what I mean. I told everybody that was on the YouTube live today to if they like me showing the games and whatever it is that we do on the live to tune in on fucking 9:30 on our YouTube, and it gets a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and we've been working hard on the OBS overlays and stuff to enhance the experience of the live stream on YouTube. Which it was to say we're
Yeah.
at 86 subscribers. Doesn't sound like much, but
Whoa! What do
but
you mean? That sounds pretty
this is yeah.
awesome. Holy
Well, I think
shit! I remember we only had
I only
six.
had 6. I think when we started this month, because we announced our YouTube Kit giveaway at the beginning of this month, we were at 35 or 36. So we already have like
Nice.
50 more followers. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about it now. This Saturday, 9:30, we are live streaming this Chelsea match from the studio with
Yes,
the
sir.
prodigal son. Shout out Mr. Ipkiss, wherever
And maybe the homie
and maybe the
Jason.
homie Jason. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I anticipate it being a good game. Hopefully goals are scored and beers chugged. And
Yeah.
and that this is an exhilarating game, which I'm sure it will be. Hopefully it's not a draw. I have this weird deep-seated feeling that it's gonna be a draw because we drew them last time. I don't know. We're at
Yeah.
home, it's a different game, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but so yes, to tune in, it's we're gonna be on YouTube, so subscribe to us. But if you subscribe to us, you're automatically entered into the Hollywood Kickbacks kit giveaway. And there are 3
Yes.
items up for grabs. So you got your Man City kit with the Club World Cup patch. You got your Hollywood Kickbacks
Nice.
merch, FA Cup Man t-shirt. And then you
Oh, that's
also
right.
have the Rodri A2 print from Mazala Design. So it's a Mazala Designs is a company that design posters, and with the poster concept, because I have one over my shoulder. If you look over here, it talks about
Yeah.
it. Basically, it's a goal or a moment in time. Like, you know what I mean? So I got the Aguero A6 print over my shoulder, which is the 9320 goal. So it has the diagram of how the goal went, and then it also has like the commentary written on it. Uh,
Oh,
so the
nice.
Rodri print is from the Champions League goal in the Champions League final when he scored the lone goal that helped us win the game, right? And it has the goal diagram and it has the commentary on it. So it's a nice big print. You know what I'm saying? It will go well in anywhere in any part of your house, wherever that you have your Man City shrine. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you get the Hollywood Kickbacks merch, and you also get the poster print. So a lot is on the line with that kit giveaway. So subscribe to us on YouTube and join us on Saturday, and we'll be interacting with
Yes, sir.
fans and keeping the good vibes going. But
Yep.
Premier League, I didn't write down any of the things, but we're watching any of the other Premier League matches. Well,
Not this weekend. Not this weekend. I didn't really get into. It was a lot of early games. A lot of them were at 7 and then at
Yeah.
4:30. Um, yeah, I can't remember any other match that I saw.
Yeah. So just looking off rattling things off the top, Tottenham beat Brighton 2-1. So that's a good
Oh well.
victory for them. Liverpool beat Burnley 3-1. Newcastle beat Forest 3-2. Arsenal beat West Ham 6 and then United beat Villa 2-1, and then Chelsea beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Nothing really too shocking this weekend. But as we know, we are in second place, still level with Arsenal, still trailing by a point, I believe, or 2 points from Arsenal. Yeah, because they not Arsenal, Liverpool, 55, 54 points, and we are neck and neck with Liverpool and not Arsenal. Shit, 52 points. So yeah, close race. And who does Liverpool play this coming weekend? That'd be a good question to ask. Um,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Liverpool is playing Brentford at Anfield.
Ooh, that's a
Brentford
good
away.
one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that match is before the City game, so we'll know the result of the game before the match starts.
Brentford took out the Wolves 2-0, so they're shaping up now with Ivan Tony
Yeah,
back.
and that's a hard place to go play away, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't that will be a hard result for Liverpool to, they'll have their work cut out from us, to say the very least. So,
Oh yeah.
that's the Premier League. Now we can get into City news. So, this game sparked a mini injury crisis. You know what I'm saying? As we said, Gavardiol with an ankle ligament injury. Jack Grealish has a muscular injury of unknown proportion, and then Bernardo has a knock to his ankle. And good news though, Kovacic is back. I didn't know Kovacic was injured, but Kovacic is back from whatever injury that
Okay.
had set him back. I guess he's been out for the last two
Nice.
weeks, so he's not been available for selection. So it is Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Savio is set to join Manchester City in the summer. So this will be Manchester
That's
City's
right.
first summer transfer move to have Savio on the team, and it's most likely that he'll be getting loaned to Girona. So, do you know anything about Savio, Will?
Not really, dude. I still yet to do my homework on him, but I'll get to that soon.
Yeah. So, I think I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he is coming from Girona, so he is going to be in the Man City squad, I believe. And
Yeah.
he's a forward,
Yeah.
so that means that we'll be getting a third backup for in the forward position. So just more striking options, I guess. You can't complain about that. But it'll be interesting to see. I anticipate the summer transfer window being a big one again. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of players coming in, a lot of players leaving. So I'll just be curious to see what kind of squad we have next year. You know what I'm saying? So, but we
Interesting.
still got to finish this year, and there's a lot of promise still to be had. So shout out Pep. Pep played his 450th game, or managed his 450th game for City, following with this Copenhagen result. So, Pep, what can we say about Pep? You know what I mean? This is
Damn. On the way to
on the way to
500.
500, and the rumor is that Pep wants to make it 10 years at Man City before he leaves. So he joined the squad in 2025, not the 2015 or 2016. Is I believe 2015. Was it 2015? Yeah. So he's going to stay a full 10 years. He wants to make it a full 10 years before he moves on. So that's kind of nothing really new. I mean, his contract's up in 2025, so maybe that this. I mean, just assessing the rumors is that like it's not necessarily that he would leave in 2025. Maybe he'll extend. We don't know. We really don't know where his future lies. A lot of talk around him going to coach an international team or whatever, like Holland or Brazil. But I don't know. I think it's at this point it's a complete mystery of what he does. Who knows? Maybe he'll extend.
Right? Now, hopefully, man.
I'm just saying, like Pep, like why can't you just stay with City and go like Sir Alex Ferguson and just stay like 20 more years at Man City and
Yeah, man. Just rule
rule
the
the
world.
world and what was interesting was that there was a Twitter post by Real Talk Manchester City, and this Real Talk guy made a post, and he was like, "I'm a time traveler from 2035, and I'm here to tell you." And I forgot the things he was saying, but it's like that City have like 5 Champions League titles before 2035. And,
Ooh, I like that.
what I was saying was I retweeted the post like, "Hello, time traveler from 2035. I'm a time traveler from 2050, and Manchester City have more first division titles than Man United." So that was my
Yeah.
big bold prediction for for by 2050, Manchester City will have more first division titles than Manchester United. So,
Mm,
I think
that's a
I
given.
think I think that it's not really a bold statement. I think
No,
I
not at
think
all.
I just anticipate that City will have that status. You know what I mean? More official division titles than Manchester United in that time frame. And what's interesting is that I started following the American Red Devils, which is the largest Man United podcast in the United States, and
Yeah.
I think they're Southern California based. And they were talking that one of the subjects was that I think Jim Radcliffe announced that they're thinking about building a whole entire new stadium, demolishing Old Trafford,
Really?
and that's like caused a split with fans. You know what I'm saying? M
Let it go.
Burn it down,
These fucking
bur
fans just need to let
burn it
it go,
down,
dude.
burn it down.
That shit is probably jinxed.
Yeah,
Watch them burning down, make a new stadium, and they'll be start winning titles again somehow.
Old Trafford's falling down, falling down.
There you go.
But oh no, Old Trafford is falling down. Yeah, I don't know. There's 2 tunes because of yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but there was talk of them kind of doing a city style thing where they like revamp Old Trafford and then put like a hospitality thing in it, like you know how city's building the hotel in the concourse of
Oh
the
yeah,
stadium and stuff, and like kind of turn it
yeah.
into an entertainment district plus the stadium. You know what I'm saying? So they could do that. I mean, I think there's enough land in Old Trafford to do that. I mean, like I've been outside of Old Trafford. I was like, oh, Old Trafford, here it is, Theater of Dreams. Bullshit. Bye. And then you know, so you know, anyhow, yeah. In other news, Man City are going to have an unprecedented fourth kit next year. A fourth kit, more
Really?
not just a third kit, a fourth kit, and from what rumor has it that the fourth kit is going to be a kit that honors Oasis, the band Oasis, because next year is going to be the 30th anniversary, or this year is the 30th anniversary of their debut album, Definitely Maybe. So I had this conversation with you, Will, not too long ago, but you know Oasis, know some songs, but you're not fully versed.
Not too familiar. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, we gotta educate you, bro. Being a
Okay.
City fan, most likely you're an Oasis fan. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, okay,
I,
okay.
me being the biggest Oasis fan, I'm sure everyone else as a City fan is an Oasis fan. But that was a debut album. Listen to their debut album for sure. It is a banger. And although I'm a big fan of the follow up album, What's the Story, Morning Glory. That's my favorite Oasis album. But
Yeah.
30th anniversary is next year, and yeah, they're getting a fourth kit there. So the thing is that like, I mean, the burning question: will Oasis get back together? I'm writing it off at this point now. They're not going to get back together. I think those two don't like each other. Noel is a bit of a curmudgeon and won't reform Oasis. I think Liam wants to, but Noel doesn't. But Liam is getting back on the tour grind with the lead guitarist of the Stone Roses, another Manchester band. They released an
Mhm.
album and they're doing a UK tour. Hopefully, they make a US jaunt here because I haven't seen Liam in quite some time. I haven't seen Liam since the pandemic. But
Really?
if they do play, you need to come along.
Okay.
Liam, you need to come along. You and Ipkiss need to come to the
Okay.
next Liam LA show. So yeah, fourth kit, and then the rumor also has it is that the away kit is going to be like the 1998 to 99 kit, which is like the highlighter green with the black. If you've seen that kit before on social media, a lot of people like to wear it. It's a popular kit, but that's going to be our away kit for next year. Or the inspiration will come from the 98, 99 kit. Any thoughts about that?
Ugly ass fucking
Do you
jersey,
think
dude.
so? I don't think it's that bad, dude.
It's so ugly, dude. Oh my god. I mean, that's my opinion, brother. You know
Yeah,
me.
speaking
But
truthfully.
what a ugh. It's just that cream with burgundy we had this year. God damn it, I hate that
A lot of
jersey.
people like it.
Last year we
A lot of people
huh?
like it. No,
You
I
like
don't
it?
like it. A
Yo,
lot of people
okay.
do.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, we killed it with the fucking with the one we have as a border around here. That like the electricity, that black one. Come on, dude. Such a swaggy
Yeah, it
jersey.
is pretty
You know what
swaggy.
I mean?
Yeah, and they wore it today.
You know, and the blue one. But like, man, we come up with some these third kits. I'll put it this way: if it's a third kit or an alternate kit, it's gonna be fucking ugly, dude. You know what I
No, I
mean?
don't necessarily think
That's how
that. I don't
majority it
necessarily think
goes.
that. I think the third kit is like the most like artistic one, in my opinion. It's typically the
Yes,
most
yes, yes,
artistically
yes.
designed, and it always the third kit kind of always polarizes the fans. Like, oh, absolutely love that kit, blah, blah, blah. And it's like then other fans are like, oh, that kit is shit. And like the
Yeah,
classic example is in 2020, the pandemic kit was Britpop inspired. It had like it was like the blue shirt with the mosaic tiles on it, and then the
yeah,
third kit was like this like off white and paisley because paisley was like a print that's associated with Britpop, and it's one of my
okay,
favorite style shirts, like button shirts to wear a paisley shirt, and
yeah,
I loved it, but, like, everyone was shitting on it that year, and I was, like, the only one that I knew that was defending that kit last year, and, like,
yeah,
I think, honestly, last year we peaked. That kit was, I think, always gonna be our best kit, you know what I mean, the home kit. The away kit was fantastic too. I love the red and black, things,
oh
you know what I
yeah,
mean, and then the
oh
3rd
yeah.
kit, I think the 3rd kit was the ugly kit. The
Are we talking about
Yeah,
last season?
the highlighter kit with the
Yeah, that was the bad luck
yeah.
kit. Every time we wore that shit, we lost and we fucking shit the
Yeah,
bed. Yeah, no, that was the bad luck kit. I did not like
but
that kit. But yeah,
but the
man.
away kit lived up to its promise because I told you guys the
Oh
away
yeah,
kit, whenever we reprise the red and black stripes, we win the FA
yeah,
Cup, and we did, and we won the treble. So it still lives up to its name. And then this
yeah,
year, I mean, the away kit, it's just not doing it for me. The third kit, I think I would spring for the third kit before I would for any other. Like, I mean, I need to obviously get the Club World Cup patch on my shirt, you know what I mean? I already got
yeah.
that Rodri kit. And then we have the third kit. I would spring for that third kit before I would for the away kit. But but yeah, I mean the people, like, even the people who like, what was it? The one of the kids that won the kit giveaway won it in a away shirt. And I'm like, no offense, Asker, if you're gonna listen to this, but it's like, bro, really? The away kit? You're gonna get a free kit, you're gonna
Yeah,
get the
yeah, yeah.
away kit? It's like, all right, dude.
Oh, he wanted the
Yeah, you
away.
wanted the away kit. Not to, like, talk crap, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
wanted the
yeah.
away.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
fine. To, to each his
yeah,
own, you
but
know.
I'm like, "Come on, G. You get one opportunity, and you're gonna get the away kit." It's like, "Come on, guy." But we love you, Oscar, and, you know,
Yeah,
shout out Oscar.
he tuned in today to the live
Yeah,
today.
and then also, I noticed that you were struggling with this, and I couldn't come on the live, but our kit giveaway winner for January was the count is Panagiota.
Panagiota.
Panagiota. But her real
Okay.
name is Eleftheria.
Oh my God. I mean,
Eleftheria,
can you make it a little bit more difficult for me to say?
Eleftheria. Eh,
Eleftheria.
Eleftheria. Yeah, and, so she won the kit giveaway, got a customized, uh, m home women's fit, you know what I mean? So shout out, Eleftheria for winning the kit giveaway. But I couldn't jump on the
Nice.
live and be like, "It's Panagiota." And, like, just the English teacher in me was like, every time my kids, like, say something and I'm just like, I have to correct them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the English teacher kicked at me. It's pretty
Oh, dude, I couldn't.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop trying, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a shout out from Redondo Blues
Oh, you
MCFC.
did? We did? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
that's
Yeah, so
Adam.
I
Adam
told him,
Pomfret from Redondo Beach Blues. And you
yeah,
know
that's
what?
cool,
I
man. So
think I might know him already. If I know
okay.
this Adam, because I think I know him already. That's all I'll say. If I meet him in person, then I'll be able to claim it for real. But I think so. I mean, the story that I have is that when I was back living with my dad in Fullerton, I had a neighbor, a single mom with a kid living behind us, and she was dating this guy who was English, and I heard his accent because he was on the phone, and I'm like, "Hey, you're from England, right?" Or no, he noticed my Manchester City kid. He was like, "You're a Manchester City fan," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Manchester. I used to be a police officer in Manchester, and then I quit and moved to the United States." And da, 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 da. And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Hmm.
And I forgot his name, but when he was messaging me, he sounded like he was the same person. So I'm not sure, but if it is the same person,
Yeah.
I have met this guy before. But shout out Adam from Redondo Beach. Anyhow, just some stats. You know what I mean? Holland is despite his injury, he has in 50 games he has 52 goals. So still keeping with his
Oh, okay.
goal a game striker profile, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
impressive still, despite his injury. So he's obviously a goal scoring machine despite the fact that he's been out for quite some time. Um, then KDB has 12 assists this season, and or I think the stat is he's assisted Haaland 12 times this season. So, if
Okay.
we go back to the beginning of the season as well. So that's one another stat. And then, yeah, well, that's the last stat. So any thoughts about those 2 stats, Will?
Yeah, we need to ignite the bromance between KDB and Erling Haaland again.
Yeah.
We need that fire to burn bright.
Yeah. So, yeah, but at least they're getting back into the swing of it, and there's still a lot,
Yeah.
we still got what 3.5 months of soccer to play. So I think I counted it. It was like something like we have like 27 games across all competitions left. If you count the Premier League and then the FA Cup and then the Champions League, if we go all the way in all the competitions, we have 27 games left or 26 games now. So still, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is and it's not. You know what I mean? Like we really have only 4 games left in the FA Cup if we win all the way through, all the way from now to the final because we got the next fifth round and then the quarterfinals, semi, and then final, and then Champions League, knockout, quarter, semi, final. You know what I'm saying? And then all the rest of the Premier League games. So, yeah. So, and anything else? Will, did you see before we move on?
No, I think we got it, dude. We covered it.
Yeah, so this is the part where we tell you to go and follow us across all social media platforms. You can follow Hollywood Kickbacks, Kickback spelled KIPPAX across all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Um,
Yep.
it's just been going good, man. All vibes. You know what I mean? People are vibing with the edits. People are vibing with the memes. People are vibing with the live stream. You know what I mean? And we're getting
Yeah.
more Spotify followers, we're getting more YouTube followers. So this is, we just appreciate everyone for vibing with us, sharing, liking, retweeting, um, reposting, supporting
Supporting.
us. You know what I'm saying? So we enjoy making content for you guys, and like let's see where we end up at the end of the season. But we're doing the giveaways, giving to you guys. We got a lot more opportunities coming up the pipeline. Um, Once again, we're live streaming this Saturday. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube so you can follow along on YouTube. If you sub along on YouTube, you'll be a part of our kit giveaway for this month. So definitely don't miss out on that. There's a lot, three gifts and one giveaway, really. And then another announcement: new FA Cup Man episode drops this Friday. And I will tell you,
Ooh, I saw the little
I
clip that you
saw the
did,
trailer.
the
The
latest one.
trailer. Oh man,
Yeah. Oh, that was
that
a
was
trailer. Okay,
that
that's
was a
why. All
trailer,
right.
yeah. So I decided to do a trailer just because I thought it'd be funny to do a trailer, like, do a little trailer
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
hype it up for Friday. But I'll tell you, it's gonna be a good one. It's just super stupid and silly, but the thing is that I think a lot of people are resonating with that, and there's people clamoring for FA Cup man. So,
Yes.
there's a lot we can move with that, and I think this episode's gonna land well with a lot of people, a lot of funny moments and stuff. But new FA Cup man comes out this Friday. Look out for it Friday morning. Um,
Can't wait.
yeah. So that being said, we can move into our next part, which is previewing our coming match on Saturday, Man City versus Chelsea at the Etihad at home. 9:30 kickoff time. Yes, you love to see it. No more 4:30
Yes.
kickoff times to the rest of the spring. As far as I'm aware, no more 4:30 kickoff times. Everything is pretty
Yes.
reasonable. Might be a 7 a.m. kickoff
Nice.
somewhere along the line, but it's all very reasonable kickoffs. So
Yeah.
that means that we don't have to sacrifice our sleep to do these things. So, all right.
Nice.
So, Will, what are your thoughts coming into this match?
9:30 a.m. So which means it'll be a nice time of day over there on that side of the pond. So man, but this makes me question a lot, especially with all the injury list that we just had earlier in this episode. So Chelsea, we tied them last time. They are the weaker side. So I'm gonna think I this is how I would start it. Let's go with man. I don't know if I want to start Haaland. What's up with Julian Alvarez? Is
He's
he
fit.
fit?
Yeah, you gotta also consider who's injured.
Okay. All right. This is how I would start it. I would go with I would go with Oscar Bob. I would like to see Oscar Bob on the left. Erling Haaland, Bernardo Silva.
Silva
Put Phil
Silva is
Foden.
I would say would be a maybe.
Okay, so maybe but then that would be way too out of the. Okay, with the way that things are right now, it would have to be Jeremy Doku, Erling Haaland, Phil Foden. Give me Kevin De Bruyne. Give me Nunez. Give me Rodri behind them, and give me Ake, Johnny, Ruben, and Kyle.
So, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that, but think of it as a back three. So you have Ake, Diaz, Walker as the back three, Stones pushing into midfield with Rodri, and then you have Doku, Foden, no Doku, KDB, Foden on the right, and then Haaland up top. So that'd be 3-2-3. Wait, no, I need an extra player somewhere. Um, Wait, yeah, 3-2.
You need two
2
mids
mids. Kovacic is back, so I think maybe
from injury.
yeah. Um,
That Nunez, don't
I
forget.
think I'll just go with Nunez. Nunez. So it'd be Doku, KDB, Nunez, Foden, or Alvarez. No, I'll say Alvarez is going to start in there. Alvarez,
Yeah.
um, Foden on the right. I'm going to say Foden plays on the right, and then Haaland up top. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that too. All right.
Uh,
Now what are we calling?
Calling? Ooh, my gut is not giving me much of an answer. I was thinking before this podcast, I was like, damn, is this gonna be another draw? Because considering the fact that we haven't really done that well against the top six this season, like, is
Yeah.
this gonna end up in a draw? But I don't necessarily see us struggling this game. Although though it's like just the injuries and I don't know, Doku on the pitch. It's like, how is it gonna go? Um I want to be confident and say it's going to be a win, but I don't think it. I don't know.
Whoa, that's the
Yeah,
first.
I'm super conflicted right now. Let's say the very least.
All right, give me your worried
My
score.
worried score is that it's a 1-1 draw.
Yeah. Okay. Now give me your
My
citizen
citizen
score.
score, Hollywood kickback safe bet 3-1.
3-1. Okay. Okay. I think it's gonna be a tighter game, so I'll say 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real tight game where we just come through at the very last minute.
Okay. So, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. We're gonna get this 3-1. I'm gonna go with the Hollywood Kickbacks.
Okay,
It's 3-1,
the
and you'll
safe
go with
bet.
the 2-1. Who scores?
Okay, 2 goals. I'm gonna give one to. I think we're finally gonna see a penalty in this one, so I'll give one to Kevin, and then I'll give the other one to. God damn it! Yeah, consistency, bro. I'm gonna stick to the consistency, bros. KDB and Phil Foden. Phil for thrills.
Yeah. Um, I like that. Phil for thrills. But I think Foden's gonna have a pretty good game. I think he's gonna get two. KDB one. Yeah.
Phil
Phil
for
for
two.
two.
Whoa, I like
Yeah.
that. Okay, okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
The
He's
golden,
consistent, and I think he's gonna. This is gonna be a game where he steps up and puts us over the top. I think it's gonna come from Foden. You know what I'm saying? And like
the golden Foden.
Golden Foden,
Damn.
Foden, Phil
There
for
you go.
thrills, dude. That's a banger. That's a T-shirt now. You got the T-shirt.
Look, do. Oh man, this would be awesome. It says Phil for thrills, and then do the outline only of him doing the celebration with the
Yeah,
guns, like across the shirt. Oh, dude, that would look fucking
you heard.
awesome. But yeah, man, I heard that on when he did the hat trick, they were calling him Phil for
Oh,
thrills.
okay.
On the commentators were
Phil
saying
for
it,
thrills.
and I was like, oh, I like that. And then on the live stream, I was like, we need to make a shirt of that. I like that. Phil for thrills sounds all pretty dope. But yeah, man. So so we're going okay, 3-1, 2-1. So the point is, we need to get these three
Yeah, we
points.
need to get the 3 points, and I think KDB and Foden will put the team on the back, and get this dub. Who scores for you for Chelsea?
You
I
already
know.
know what
Let's do
I'm
it
gonna
at the same time, right?
All
Three,
right.
two,
Well,
one. Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
We knew it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a
Yeah,
movie. It's like a
it's
movie. It's like
it's
the guy that used to be on your team, and you trade him off to another team, and he's just like killing it at the other team. He's like, it's like the Mighty Ducks. You know what I mean? Like he goes to
yeah,
the club team, and like he's just like becomes like their best goalie. It's like, dude, we thought that you're one of us. You know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah. Well,
not anymore.
he's Cole Palmer is the one that tied it against us.
Yeah.
So you never know, man. The guy is balling, and I mean I don't blame him. Manchester City product, so that's what we do. It's what we
So you
do.
do.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. Sad to say we will be kicked in the nuts at least once by one of our own.
Yeah. It's one of your own. It's from one of your own house that kicks you in the nuts. But
Yeah.
so you heard it here. 3-1, 2-1. Um, make your bets. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. Will's been doing a pretty good job these last few weeks. So, uh, I'll go with what he says. Um,
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, so I mean, live stream this Saturday. We're gonna
Yes.
uh
I'm
we're
excited.
gonna, be with the boys, you know what I mean? And I'm sure
Yes.
it's gonna be a great game, anticipating that, and just keep the vibes going. So once again, sub to us on YouTube so you guys can join with us at that point. And yeah, I'm out.
Fuck it. If we're feeling good, we'll bring back the chug of beer for every
Yeah,
goal.
I think we probably will, which we'll end up probably doing.
I was trying to do it I was doing it with the guys on the live stream today. They were like, fill that cup up. And I was like, all right. I would fill it up. And they were like, all right, for the next goal, you chug it. I was like, all right, I'll chug it. And then it was a long second half. And then homeboy Falconer was like, dude, just go ahead and chug that beer. It's like, we slow down a lot. I was like, all right. And I just chugged it. And then Phil Foden came out of nowhere with that third goal, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I filled the cup up. I would put it in front of the camera, and I chugged it. And they were like, "Yeah, dude, cheers, mate," and all this shit. So Oh, it's just fun, but it's just even funner when we fucking do it on the live, and it's me and you chugging beers, and it's consistently fucking scoring. Oh man, I'll never forget when we won 5-0, dude. We were so fucking shit faced
Yeah, I
after that.
remember.
It was
That was the
hilarious.
Bournemouth game, right? That we were watching.
Against
Yeah, United.
United.
Yeah, we chugged the 3, yeah, but, like
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
chugged 3. Yeah,
but
that's
still,
right.
that we were what's it, armed to the teeth with Modelo's and Pacificos that day. I brought a six-pack, you brought a six-pack, and we were just, like, just chugging. We were drinking beers on top of that too, so we were just like, yeah, "Oh,
Yeah,
shit," you
dude.
know what I mean? So,
We gotta help the
that's what we
boys out.
do, and
We gotta do our
yeah,
part.
and I mean, like, it was a banger, the Newcastle game, you know what I mean? It just you love that late
Oh,
go like,
dude.
love
Yeah.
that late game. You know what I mean? And, just the fact that we got a reaction on it was priceless, and the live stream was going good, and, no, what's it things dropping out and whatnot, so no frames dropping.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be vibes and be there. YouTube, IG, we're gonna be live. It's always a good time. Tune in, share your thoughts, and yeah, keep it going. Will, anything else you wanna say before we sign off?
Yeah, I just love the fact that after the lives, we go and we record an episode fresh right after the
Yeah,
game. So please tune in, like my guy says, follow us on all platforms, Hollywood Kid Packs, that's spelled Kippax. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's just can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited like if I'm going to Disneyland on
I know,
Saturday.
it's gonna be good, and, we
Yeah.
can't wait to be there. So, yeah, so Will almost did my job for me. And you can follow us at Hollywood Kippax, Kippax spelled Kippax across all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. This has been an episode of the
Yes,
Hollywood
sir.
Kippax podcast. I'm your co-host, Alex Millich. With me, as always, is Will Lopez. This is a podcast that supports the best team in the land.
And the best team in the world,
Come
man.
on,
Come
City.
on,
Come
City.
on,
Come
City.
on,
Come on,
City.
City.
You
Come on,
know.
it's gonna be biblical, man. Cheers. See you Saturday. Chelsea at home, 9:30 PST kickoff time. It's gonna be a good one. Tune in. YouTube, IG. Cheers. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. See you next week.